Welcome, sports fans, to your reliable sports show for authentic sports stories with the juice added to it. This is DDM Sports Central. On today's edition, what am I bringing to your doorstep? Transfer gossips. Transfer gossips. You know, a time comes when a player decides to leave a particular football team, or the team itself decides, okay, we're good with you. You've done your best with us. You have stayed well. Most times they don't have any issues, and then the player has to, pitch his tent in another club. So today we are looking at some transfer gossips, and what are the transfer gossips I have for you? Wait for it. Cristiano Ronaldo is in the news. Where is he heading to? Which club wants his signature? Stay tuned and you will find out. Ten Hag is also in the news. What is up with ETH? We'll let you know. This is still DDM Sports Central. Do not blink or blink small. We'll be right back after this very short break. Welcome back. I said I was going to be giving you some transfer gists. And so we hear from Liverpool. We hear that Jeremy Frimpong is set to complete his move to Liverpool. Now, Liverpool is set to welcome him because if you have reached the stage of medicals, it means that your signing has reached, I say 90% completion. Okay, but then we hear that Liverpool is expected to trigger Jeremy Frimpong's £29.5 million release clause. If I did hear this kind of money sometimes like this, I did get one headache. £29.5 million. That's release clause. Oh, then think of what my guy earns. By the time they start telling you what these guys earn per week and all of that, you want to go and play football. But it's okay. Personal reasons are no complaint for Super Eagles because that's where I would have loved to play first before I now go outside. Okay, we hear also that Conor Bradley has signed a contract extension at Liverpool. He has joined Mo Salah. His new 4-year contract will keep him at the club until the summer of 2019. His contract comes ahead of Trent Alexander-Arnold's exit. The 21-year-old Northern Ireland right-back has been very instrumental for Liverpool, and he received so many praises in their Champions League win over Real Madrid back in November 2024. Now, Bradley feels happy about it, and he expressed his delight on Liverpool websites. He said, and I quote, "To sign another contract, I'm very proud and happy to see what the next steps on our journey together will be." Despite the frustrating knee injuries he suffered this season, Bradley made a good impression on manager Arne Slot and the management to earn a contract extension. When the relationship is going fine, most times what you hear is contract extension or wage raise, something like that. But then he has got a contract extension, and it's good for Conor Bradley. And I'm hoping that Liverpool are able to keep their heads down and ensure that they do better next season and go beyond just winning the English Premier League to also winning the UEFA Champions League. Because if there was anything that really hurts me this season, it was them losing that one goal lead. You went away to beat PSG in their backyard 1-0, only for you to come back home to lose by the same 1-0. You may say, then we go that side, go beat them. Those ones then get 2 heads. So they're too prepared. But I really felt bad that Liverpool lost out that way. Anyway, Bradley said, and I quote, "You've just got to keep your head down and keep working hard." Okay, another transfer gossip we have is from Manchester United. We hear that Marcus Rashford is happy to take a pay cut in order to get a move from Manchester United to Barcelona. Who wouldn't want to go to Barcelona at this point in time? I'm even trying to see how Rashford will fit in, and I think he will, because looking at his fine display at Aston Villa, you would agree with me that this guy still has a lot to offer. Only God knows whatever happened, that's caused that, will I say, indifference between himself and the management of Manchester United, such that they had to loan him off to Aston Villa. But then Rashford, 27, currently on loan to Aston Villa, is said to be willing to lower his wage demands to secure a summer move to Barcelona. And I'm trying to see his support to Lamine Yamal, Pedri. It would be a nice combination to see anyways. But let's see if that is going to happen. Barcelona want to take Rashford on loan from Manchester United, but with an option to buy. We wish him all the best. Rashford, all the best. And then we go to Arsenal. Arsenal, on their part, are ready to accept a bid for 25-year-old and Arsenal and Poland defender Jakub Kiwior from Napoli this summer. But a bird whispered to me that the Syria club wants the Gunners to lower their £30 million asking price. I said before that when I hear these figures, I start having small headache. I think I'm no, I won't let the figures disturb me again. I won't let the figures disturb me. Okay, so they want the Syria club to bring down their asking price of 30 million. So if they are able to do that, maybe they will be able to get Kiwior to Arsenal. Okay, the next stop is at Portugal, Sporting CP. That's where Ruben Amorim came from. He used to be the coach of Sporting CP before coming over to Manchester United, where he's not finding it rosy. He was doing so well with the team. And the complex say, I think, come out for Sporting CP. Sporting CP started having challenges. Now he has come to Manchester United. Manchester United is also not doing really good. But then, amid rumors of reported interests in 26-year-old Sporting CP and Sweden striker Victor Gyökeres, from Arsenal, Chelsea, and Manchester United, the striker has said he does not know what the future holds for him. Gyökeres. Anyhow, you know the best. We go to Manchester City, where we hear that Manchester City are planning a £180 million double deal for 22-year-old Bayer Leverkusen's Germany winger Florian Wirtz. I hope I pronounced that well. And 26-year-old AC Milan and Netherlands midfielder Tijani Reijnders. However, we've also heard that AC Milan turned down Manchester City's offer for Tijani Reijnders. Reijnders. Okay, for coaches, as players move, coaches also move. So we hear that former Man U boss, ETH, Erik Ten Hag, is set to become Bayer Leverkusen's coach, but then on one condition. Only on one condition. Do you want to know what that condition is? Now, Per-Florian Plettenberg and Leverkusen are locked in negotiations with Italian club side Como over a deal to appoint Cesc Fabregas to take over from Xabi Alonso. But we hear that the Syria side are reluctant to let the ex-Arsenal midfielder leave. And as a result, the Bundesliga club have shortlisted Erik Ten Hag as their choice. It means that if Cesc Fabregas continues to stay at Como, ETH may likely be the new coach of Bayer Leverkusen. ETH, that's Erik Ten Hag, may go to Leverkusen now and do magic, because it is obvious he was not responsible for Manchester United's woes while he was at the club, going by current form. Or was he? ETH has been out of job since October, when he was sacked as coach of the Red Devils. The management at the Leverkusen has said the issue of coach for Leverkusen will be wrapped up this month, May. Okay, Ruben Amorim is in the news. Is he leaving Manchester United? Another coach in the news, like I said, is Ruben Amorim. Owner of Manchester United, Ratcliffe, has said they have no plans of sacking Ruben Amorim, even if Manchester United fails to win the Europa Cup final match against Tottenham. I hope it stays like that, really, because the truth is, I'm just trying to imagine. Manchester United does not win the Europa Cup final, and then they are currently 16th or 17th on the log at 16th, yeah. And then you say you wouldn't have plans to ask him to go. Well, no wahala. We were here when Ole Gunnar Solskjaer was asked to leave. We were here when Ten Hag as well was asked to leave. So let's pray that what they just said, they will keep to their word and keep Coach Amorim, even if they lose to Tottenham in the Europa Cup final. But then they said, Ratcliffe said something, and one needs to look at that statement clearly. He said that Coach Amorim would also need to declare his intention to stay. Okay, fingers crossed. Now to Ronaldo, Cristiano Ronaldo. Yeah, where is Cristiano Ronaldo going? We heard that Real Madrid, there's been this talk about him going to Real Madrid. Cristiano Ronaldo, are you going to Real Madrid? In fact, I called him. Okay, I did not call him. I heard that Cristiano Ronaldo has said no, he's not leaving Al-Nassir of Saudi Arabia, where he is currently playing. He has no intentions of leaving Al-Nassir to play for Real Madrid. If he go for Real Madrid now, would he be able to shine like the Ronaldo we used to know? I mean, the Spanish La Liga is not a small league. It's also a competitive league as the English Premier League. But then Cristiano Ronaldo has, cleared the air and has said that he's not going anywhere. He's not leaving Al-Nassir, at least not to Real Madrid. But when we look in the coming days, there's something about this transfer things. You never can tell. That story you think that will not have any flesh in it. It will just surprise you that you will just see something out of it. And then the person you didn't think was going to move from a particular club will just end up moving from that club to another. Now, when the cash matter now, where the cash is, the player has to go. Okay, and with that, we have come to the end of... I want to believe that you enjoyed today's transfer gists. It's not going to be always news, like I say. So we're going to have a lot for you. And I promised that by the grace of God, we will be coming up with, if possible, showing live, streaming live the UEFA Champions League final game. There are serious plans that we're making towards all of that. So fingers crossed, we are hoping that by the grace of God, that will be actualized. So finally, I can say that with that, we have come to the end of today's edition of DDM Sports Central. Do not forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe to our YouTube channel, Diaspora Digital Media. Follow us on Instagram and on Twitter at Diaspora DM. On all other social media handles at Diaspora Digital Media. Until I come your way again with another edition of DDM Sports Central, I remain your host with the Sparks. Ugochukwu. Do have a lovely and sporty day ahead. Bye for now.